Hey folks, this is David Smith, the recovering fat guy. I got my phone out here because this video is going to require me to use a calculator a little bit. I haven't done this kind of math in a long time. This video is actually about programming and the changes that I have made to my programming to help me to alter my physique. Like I said, when I first started these videos, I was a 6 foot tall, 370 pound competing power lifter. At 370, I should have been a lot stronger than I was. I wasn't, but I'm also an old man. I'm 52 years old. And the strength that I had, my final numbers that I put up in competition was a 600 pound squat, a 550 pound deadlift, and a 355 pound bench. And that was, no, I'm sorry, a 35 pound bench. 355 was the best I ever got in the gym. 335. Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. They're respectable numbers. I was never a world class power lifter. I have never had a 1,000 plus squat. I've never had an 800 plus deadlift. It's I didn't really start powerlifting until, I always powerlifted, but I never I never started competing until I was in my 40s. And the programming that I would use when I was powerlifting for gym is powerlifters don't train body parts. Powerlifters do not train chest day, back day, arms, legs. They don't train for aesthetics. They train lifts. They train the bench press. They train the squat. They train the deadlift. So my workouts would consist of squat, bench press, deadlift. Those three per week. If it was a squat day, I would do my squats, and then I would do the accessory work that goes with the squats. What accessory work goes with squats? Squats. Let's face it. You do your squats. I generally did 3 sets, three to 5 sets. I tended to go higher volume than a lot of powerlifters do, and I would actually go 5 to 6 sets. And the reason that I would do that is because I could, and it worked. So that's the reason that I did that. But one week you would do what is considered a light workout. Now that sounds crazy, or it doesn't sound crazy, but it's going to sound crazy when I tell you what a light workout is. On my light weeks, I would not go anything over a 75% of my 1 rep max. Now, like I said, my 1 rep max in squats was 600, so 450 pounds. I would not go over 450 pounds on the squat rack in my light week. For my moderate week, which was I referred to it as the explosive week because that's where you're training the explosiveness out of the hole. The first week you're training depth, you're training form, you're doing everything you can to make the lift perfect when the weights are lighter. The second week is for that explosiveness out of the hole. It's also to help you train your sticking points. My sticking point on a squat was in the hole. If I could get out of the hole with it, I could stand up with it. Plain and simple. If I could get out of the hole with it, I could stand up with it. Getting out of the hole was rough, but that's what the explosive week was for. And I wouldn't go anything over 510 pounds in that second week of training. Now the third week of training, you're looking at heavy weights and 1 or 2 reps per set, because you're doing 570 at your top set, or I was doing 570 at my top set, and that's 30 pounds off my 1 rep max. So 1 or 2 reps, if I could, I'd push a third, just to break that muscle down so that your body gets that oh shit moment. I got to make this leg stronger. I got to make these legs stronger. I've got to get him the ability to get up out of the hole. That was the whole purpose of it. For accessory work, front squats, heel placement squats, pause squats, anything I could do that would mimic the squat, that would help me perform better in the squat. With deadlifts, you're doing, I always trained conventional was my main lift, but one of my accessories was always sumo style. And the reason for that is it helped me greatly with the lockout. You do your sumo pulls, you do your rack pulls, the rack pulls are good for lockout work as well. You do your deficit pulls where you're standing on an object anywhere from 1 to 2 inches so that you have more power and drive when you're first getting the weight off of the floor. You want more speed coming off the floor. This is the program style that I used before. This was when I was powerlifting. I've changed. I've changed that mentality. I am now training body parts. The split is rough on an old man's joints, but it's also very rewarding. It's a very fun workout. It's nowhere near as hard on the joints as the powerlifting workouts were. So, you hear a lot of people talk about a bro split. Now, this video is basically designed for the new guy that wants to get in the gym but doesn't really know anything about gym, doesn't know anything about working out, doesn't know anything about his body or her body, just doesn't know, okay? That's what this video is for, or this video series. I'm going to make it into a series, okay? But just to give you a start, okay? If you are trying to get started in your weight loss journey or your fitness journey or whatever journey, the very first thing you got to do is convince this that it's important. That's the first thing you got to do. You've got to convince your mind that it's important. Once your mind is convinced, you can convince your heart that it's important. Once the heart is convinced, you're golden. That can take one aha moment. You're there. Okay? A lot of people's aha moments, I am very upset to say this, a lot of obese people's aha moments is the doctor telling them if you don't change what you're doing, you're going to die in 5 years. Let's face it, that I hear that a lot. So that is a lot of people's aha moments. Mine was, I'm tired of being a fat guy. I'm tired of being a fat guy. So I'm doing something about it. Hence the term recovering fat guy. You quit drinking, you're a recovering alcoholic. You quit using, you're a recovering addict. Well, I'm tired of being a fat guy, doing something about it, so I'm a recovering fat guy. Once you get it through your head that it's important, and you get it in your heart that it's important, and you get your body up off of the couch and moving, it doesn't matter what you do, because if you go from nothing to something, you're going to get positive results. That's all there is to it. If you get up off the couch and go for a walk 3 days a week, you will see immediate results if you are doing nothing. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into a video series where I'm teaching people how to use the equipment. I've already done a video on how to use the equipment, but I'm going to be teaching people what exercises work what muscles. Yes, I'm a fat guy. But like I said, I was a power lifter. I know my way around a gym. I 100% know my way around a gym. I'm good at it. I'm not good at the end result, obviously. I'm still not there. But I didn't expect to be there in 6 months. I just started this in February. So was 7 months now because, 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 months. I didn't expect to be svelte in 7 months. I'm expecting 2 or 3 years to get the physique that I want because I'm not crash dieting. I'm not doing unhealthy rapid cuts. I am going through a lifestyle change that includes getting my eating right, that includes getting my cardio in. When I first started this, I was doing 2 45-minute cardio sessions a day. Work has stepped in, and that is barely feasible anymore. It's the reality of it. It is. It's barely feasible. And it's because of work. It's 100% because of work. But I'm still getting 2 to 2.5 hours of workout time. A good hour and a half to 2 hours in the weight room, and then I'm hitting 45 minutes to an hour on a cardio machine. So I'm getting my workouts in. It's just not as much as it was before. That really kick-started me. So y'all pay attention to the channel. It's got some good stuff coming. I've already, like I said, I've already done the safety machines, the machines that they have in the gym that are designed to be safe. They work. They do. Very few self-respecting powerlifters are going to use the vast majority of the machines that I was using. I would venture to say none of the powerlifters are going to be using the machines that I was using. Bodybuilders, yeah, absolutely. CrossFitters, probably not. But for people that are just getting started, you don't know what your body's capable of. You don't know how your joints are going to react to being put under the kind of stress that weightlifting involves. Those machines, that's a great place to start because they're going to protect your joints. You can't get into a situation where you are going to injure yourself. You can't get stuck under a barbell with a bunch of weight on it if you're on one of these machines that you have to wiggle your way into in the first place. You're not going to get stuck under a massive amount of weight across your shoulders at the bottom of a squat if you're on a leg press machine. The kind where you're sitting down and you're pushing out with a plate stack off to your side, like what I was using in the gym. Those are safe. That is the best place to start, okay? But like I said, doing anything when you're doing nothing is a positive step in the right direction, okay? For me, I didn't have to go from doing nothing to doing anything. I had to go from doing one thing designed for this to something designed for this over here. And that was a transition. That was a hell of a transition. I got used to people snickering at me when I walked in the gym because, they see this monstrosity come walking in the gym, belly hanging out all over the place, and more chins than a Chinese phone book. And they snicker and they laugh and they point, and all of a sudden you're putting up 3-4 times the weight that they can, and the snickers and the laughter go away. And that was something that I lived for. When the snickers and the laughter went away, that was something I lived for. That was something I loved. I've changed from that. Now I'm actually getting compliments in the gym. I'm actually got people telling me that I'm doing a great job. Keep doing it. Keep going. You're doing the positive stuff. You're getting it. You're doing it. I'm eating that stuff up. I love it. I'm getting it at work. I have gone from a 4X shirt to a 1X shirt. So that's why I started the channel. I want to share this positivity with everybody. So going from nothing to doing something is going to produce positive results. When you start going to the gym, go to the machines. Find out what your body is capable of before you go in there and get injured. Find out what your body's capable of. Those machines are designed to be safe. And if you want to know more, stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to post videos on how to work different body parts, how to do it with machines, how to do it with free weights, how to do it with cables, whatever. I'm going to show how to do it, and it's not for an experienced lifter. It's not for a bodybuilder. It's not for a power lifter. It's not for a CrossFitter. It's not for any of those people. It's for people that are intimidated going into a gym because they don't know. I want to arm you with knowledge, and that knowledge will arm you with confidence when you walk into the gym, so that you know what you're doing. You know why you're doing it. You know what exercises do what, and you know how to not get hurt. You know how to be safe. That's what this is for. That's what this new video series that I am putting together is for. It's going to be newbies in the gym. Newbies in the gym. That's what the video series is going to be called. Recovering Fat Guy Newbies in the Gym. It is designed to help you. I certainly hope that you enjoy the video series, and I look forward to any comments that you may have, any suggestions that you may have, so that I can continue to help people. And if you've got something that can help me, hit me. I need it. Sorry about that, folks. All right. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. You want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications when I post new videos. And comment. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. This is David Smith, the Recovering Fat Guy. I'll see you all in the next video.